What is up, guys? PieMuffin here, and we are back with our SAO variant showdown video. So, we actually have quite a few things to go over right here. I don't know what I just tapped or opened. I didn't mean to actually click anything. But yeah, we have, while this decides to download, or what, oh, it's just bringing up my character profile. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. But we have a new banner, we have a new event. It looks like we have some new in-game stuff to do as well. So let's just go ahead and go over everything. Okay, so we've got the Mythical Ice King event. We have Valentine's Day challenge missions, and then we have a new banner for EUGEO and SILICA to go over. So very, very cool there. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Valentine's Day limited time gifts as well. What is this? Is this oh, this is the old login bonus. Okay. This is the login bonus we just finished. I believe anyway. Right? Yeah. That's from a week ago. Okay. So let's just go over everything. We'll start with the banner. I'll throw one multi probably at this banner just because it's 2 characters I don't have summonable units for. And by the way, this is a limited banner, so this EUGEO and SILICA will not be able to be summoned until they actually come back on a banner, which we still don't know how that's going to work for limited time characters. But let's go ahead and I want to look at the banner first, see who is actually on here. So it still goes, it has Layla and Yuki on here. It's still so weak. Oh wait, no, she's up here, right? Both Asunas are on here, the Flash Asuna, and then, yeah, Loving Water Sprite. I'm just so used to Unleash Blading, looking at the bottom of the banner to see who's there. But, yeah, so it's still just going to be all the normal versions of the character. I saw a lot of replies when this came out last night, when they posted about it. A lot of people are just saying, when are we going to get some more new characters? And I totally agree. We need some more characters instead of recycling, but at least with EUGEO and SILICA, I'm not as mad at them because they are characters that don't really get units a lot. So I'm actually not as, like, angry that we're not getting brand new units yet. Hopefully the next banner can have some new units, either 1 or 2 new characters. Maybe they can start doing some Underworld characters, because realistically, I mean, obviously I want to see Klein and EUGEO get SSRs at some point, but beyond them, I mean, from normal SAO, there aren't too many characters still left to add that aren't, like, enemies, like villains. You know, like, obviously, like, Heathcliff, and then, like, Poe. You know, just characters like that. Like, there really isn't many characters from normal SAO without going into, like, the movie stuff. Like, obviously, they could give us a Mito at some point. And then going to Alfheim, like, there aren't really any, like, major characters beyond, you know, the big bad at the end to really add, because a lot of the characters Kirito meets aren't really, like, SSR worthy, in my opinion, because they aren't really major in the story. So then going beyond that, you go over to Gun Gale, which is pretty much just Sinon, and then Death Gun, I guess, if you want to give him a unit. So pretty much after this, we're really just looking at Underworld characters. Underworld is really where you get, like, you know, you got Roni, you got Tease, you got Berkuli, you've got all the Integrity Knights. I feel like that's probably where they're going to want to go next. So that's realistically what I'm looking at. I know they did just introduce, and I'm still working on recording story videos to upload, where I just kind of read along the story, and it would just be fun to kind of enjoy it. I do know that Layla's brother was finally introduced into the game, at least in the story, so maybe he can get a unit at some point. But beyond that, yeah, I'm thinking Roni or Tease is probably going to be the next characters to really get something. But I've rambled on long enough. Let's go ahead and take a look at these characters. So they are both green. They're both wind units, which is cool to see. So you've got EUGEO here. You've got SILICA here. Obviously, like the name said, they're very much adventuring / treasure hunting kind of characters. You've got an Asuna card here. Also a very cool outfit right there. And then Twin Blades here. This obviously has to be Layla, I assume. Yeah, I mean, like, who else would this be? I mean, the blue hair, at first I was like Sinon, but she doesn't have dual blades, so it wouldn't be her. So let's just take a look at what they do real quick. Then we'll throw a multi and see if we get anything. Aerial Slash, Wind Elemental, physical damage 1000 power, inflict stun. Then we have Primal Crest, Wind Elemental, physical damage 600 power. Blue Rose Frost, non-elemental magic damage 2500 power, inflicts freeze. Very cool. And then his switch ability, when using switch cooldown minus 10%. When using timely switch, oh no, not switch cooldown, skill cooldown minus 10%. And so very generic kind of switch ability, skill cooldown minus 25%. It's still good, but it's not anything like super special. Looking at Fearless Foray, when rush value is B or higher, obviously that's like your combo. Whole party strength plus 10%, that's nice. And then when awakened, skill power plus 5%. Then we can just take a look at this stuff right here. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at Silica. Her normal attack, Wind Elemental, physical damage 400 power. Pina lunges for a small range attack when charged. Cool. I like that they implement her. Hunting Edge, Wind Elemental, physical damage 1100 power. Lightning Edge, Wind Elemental, physical damage 400 power. And then Storm Dragon Breath, non-elemental magical damage with 4000 power. And then her switch. When using switch, strength 20% for 10 seconds, and then timely switch, strength 35% for 10 seconds. Very cool. Do it for the treasure. When HP is 70% or higher, skill cooldown minus 10%. When enemies inflicted with stun status, crit rate plus 30%. Very cool. Let's take a look over here real quick just to open it up. I don't really pay too much attention to the status ailment stuff, so it's not really as huge of a deal for me. Didn't mean to actually back out. The Asuna ability card inflicts stun status when attacking, frozen status ailment resistance plus 100%. So that's obviously going to be very good against the like Ice King we're fighting for this event. So if you equip this card, you can't be frozen, which is very, very useful. 400 HP and 700 defense. So a more defense heavy. I don't know why I keep clicking out. I keep clicking out thinking it's going to show me all of them again. But yeah, so very defensive card. And then this one's just crit damage plus 50%, and then 700 strength, 400 intellect, and that's pretty much it. So, very cool stuff. They are limited, so, like I said, they'll only come back on, like, special banners at some point. So, I do want to throw a few multis here to try and get a new Silica or EUGEO. But obviously, I only have enough for one multi for this video. So, let's just throw it and see what we get. It's really just my rewards, basically, from the last event, from the ranking. It gave out the rewards. My luck for Alice wasn't too bad. I still never ended up with Liz, unfortunately. From what I understand, though, the last banner wasn't limited, though, unless I just never read it correctly. I don't have too much hope here. Okay, yep, only 180. Okay. Alright, let's skip through this. It is unfortunate you can't even have, like, a chance to get any kind of fake outs, but is what it is, I guess. So, we mostly got Silicas. Alright. Oh, new loading screen, by the way. This is kind of cool to look at. Alright, well, let me know how you guys did, if you did any summons for Silica and EUGEO. So let's go ahead and just look at the event real quick before we close things out. Oh, we also, before we do the event, let's go to quests. I want to see what these Valentines events are for. Are they just the same as the other limited stuff? Is that Sugu? Alright, I guess we'll just do this just to see what we kind of get. Okay, so water. Not that it really matters, it's level 10. It is much nicer that I'm not having to, like, switch my team around too much now that I have a team of every color that are full SSRs. And I do actually have some options now with the more units they come out with, like the free Alice that just came out. Still working on leveling her up, though. Okay. Yeah, pretty simple. But like I said, it's level 10, so... Okay, so there are obviously missions that you want to complete. What do we get? What is this? Accessory coin can be exchanged for accessories of your... Oh, so this is the new system they put in. The accessories are just like... you can't actually, like... They don't give stat boosts as far as I'm aware. But you can exchange these for little items that make your characters wear. It's kind of like in Tales of Krystoria, how we had accessories we could put on our characters. So it's something similar in that regard. So let's take a look at that before we actually... we'll look at the event real quick, and then we'll look at the accessory shop. So I assume this Kirito is definitely at least one of the cards here. Okay, so it's another normal event. So Moon's Itchment. Okay, yep. So Alfheim Kirito. When receiving water damage, awakening gauge plus 1%. Okay. And I think I saw, isn't Leafa the other one? Oh, so it's just 2 parts of one artwork. Very cool. When Awaken Rush Gauge... when Awaken Rush Gauge... Wait, what? I don't think the when is supposed to be there. I think it's supposed to just be Awaken Rush Gauge accumulation plus 15%. I don't think the when is supposed to be there. And I think everything in here is pretty much... Yep, it's pretty much what you expect. All the normal stuff for an event. So nothing too crazy. Guess we can at least do the first stage of this as well. Actually, you know what? What element is this? Because if it's water, I'll just take my wind team on. I assume it's water. Yeah. Alright, let's try level 60. And then before we end the video, we'll just quickly go look at the accessory shop. The level 60 for the last event was so annoying, I just never did it. I was having so much trouble with it. Which is why I never came out with that video where I said I was going to use Alice. So next time we have an event that's going to be useful for fire, I'll make sure to use Alice. Okay, obviously the guy they fought in that Alfheim part. See, I never know when to dodge. Phones are such a small thing. It's so hard to see when an enemy's gonna do something, especially when you're this close. She died? How? I have type advantage. I pressed the button. What are you talking about? See, like, I don't mind making story videos and like breaking down the units, but when it comes to actually playing, this is too hard of a game because obviously I have to hold my phone up, and it's very hard to do when it's plugged in for a game like this. So this is why I really don't make gameplay videos on this game so much. It's not like Unleashed Blading where it's turn-based. It's a lot easier to do. This is very hard to... I really just wish this was a console gacha. Like, I have no I know people are like, oh, consoles shouldn't have gachas, but I'd much rather this just be a controller game. I pressed the ultimate button like 5 times and it just wouldn't go off, so I may have just screwed myself. And I'm frozen, so that's cool right as I get a burst. I'm wasting all of these turns, by the way. Or not turns, but all this time that I could have been attacking. Well, that's gonna... I'm not spending crystals to revive the party. You know what? We're this close. I don't care. Revive. Alright, and that's why I don't make gameplay videos. From now on, you probably won't see these as much. This is so annoying to have while I'm tied to a cord. I really just wish it had these graphics, but it was turn-based. Like, with mobile games, I'm not super into games that are just, like, action-oriented. It's so hard to play a mobile game like this. Especially when it's configured this way where you can't see what the enemies are doing, really. I never know when the perfect time to dodge is. I mean, the only way to really play this is to play all ranged characters and just stay far away and just keep shooting very slowly. But, yeah, that's going to be it for the video. So let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you pulled the new units, and that's going to be it. I will see you all next time.